We're rolling.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
No.
It's because I'm outside.
Literally. The sun's calling your name.
Look at this kid, bruh. My name's Hassia. I am 21 years old, and I'm from Somerset, New Jersey.
Okay. And like, what vibe are you in of life right now?
The vibe, the vibe I'm in right now, I was just saying it earlier, I am in What Was That by Lorde, because I still don't know what that was. Past 6 months, don't even know. I feel like now I am more present in my life than I was literally since it started. Like since 17 years old, like now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here.
Where was I before? No.
Yeah.
Okay, and what would you say like spurred that experience?
What spurred that? Okay, so I feel like at first, internally, I had like a very good sense of who I was, even though I didn't really particularly know. I always had I would always come back to it, like full circle kind of moment. But ever since I got into college and you experience new things, you turn 19, tipping like 20, it's a very weird stage in life, like entering adulthood. So I always grew up independent and responsible for myself and other people's well-being. But for the first time in my life, I was just like, what in the world makes me happy? And I had no idea. I had no fulfillment. Nothing would bring me joy or really any satisfaction. I was kind of just letting life pass me by, and I wasn't taking full responsibility over anything. I never really cared much for anything. I kind of just did what I had to do. But then I guess something clicked in my brain that wasn't enough. I was in a relationship and I had to break up with him because I was like, I'm not the type of person to like be in a relationship just to be in it. And if I'm not fulfilled and I don't know how to take care of myself, there's no way I'm going to take care of you. And I'm not happy, and I'm not going to be the best person. And I was kind of reckless, and I just didn't want to I didn't want the responsibility of just loving someone else and being my true authentic self when I didn't even know what that was. So yeah, and then after that I went down a rabbit hole where I was just self-harming, not like physically, but I just was just doing things for the plot. And one day you're gonna realize the plot is not that fucking good. The plot is not that fucking good to be doing what I was doing, bitch. Like the stories, it was like Twilight Zone in there. Like the plot, as interesting of a story it is to tell. Yeah, oh yeah, I lost the plot and I never went back to it. I just started a whole new movie, a whole new show. That shift when a show's going really good and then you get to season 3. That's where I was. So
how did you navigate what you would call because I know I wouldn't consider mistakes, but lessons, right?
Lessons, okay. Honestly.
And what do you think the overall lesson was at that time?
Okay, answer the first part. I think how I navigated those things that I experienced was by doing them again. Doing them again until it clicked in my head, I don't fucking want this for my life and it's time to get serious. And how I navigated that was by writing, honestly. Writing is the only form where I've been truly vulnerable, raw, and authentic and honest with myself, and it makes me reflect. And honestly, if you have good people in your corner, that helps too. But I have a really bad time asking for help, admitting when I need help, and anything in between that. So
I feel like that's strongly Black women.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be in. And I'm an oldest sibling, so oh brother, I was doomed from the start. My mom's also the eldest, so I was doomed. For me, I think I'm a person, I really love connection, and I love the people I surround myself with, and friends are my entire life. And as long as I had that, it was okay. But I went through something where I felt completely alone, and then I just isolated myself and there was nowhere to turn. And I had to learn how to be comfortable in my loneliness and redefine who I was and the people that I wanted to be in my life. And honestly, I was a mess. But what I think the overall lesson is that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I still don't know. I don't know. But what I've realized is that I can be my own best friend, and I don't need to depend on people to make me happy. And I know that I'm my most unhappy when I'm trying to like find happiness through someone else. That's when I'm the most unhappiest. And also, I realize when I'm not making art and I'm not physically doing something or giving something to myself and doing anything for myself, that is when I'm like, before I even see it, that's when I'm the most down. Because to avoid making art and to avoid doing what I want to do, I spend time with other people, and it distracts me from what I really want to do, because I'm too scared to do it, and I'm still too scared to like I don't know, trust myself and my capabilities without the validation. Discipline as a creator looks like showing up even if you don't want to. Like, even if you don't feel like it, or if you fall back time and time again, continuously like showing up for yourself is discipline for me. That means you, somewhere in you, no matter what you're going through, you're always going to be there for yourself, and you're always going to like go after what you want. It's not really about pace, because it's not a race, but it's about the journey that takes to get there. And you have to go in and out sometimes. And I feel like a lot of the times, some people are more blessed to, you know, do it as soon as they can, as soon as it, like, on it every time. But I feel like, for me at least, I fall in and out all the time. Sometimes I get momentum and I'm on it, and then all of a sudden it's like flat. But I think that's just perfectionism, and that's honestly an artist's worst enemy, because you have to make bad art in order to make good art. And I feel like discipline looks like, to me, is the risk of making bad art, no matter what it looks like, and showing up every day, even if you don't feel like it, even if it takes some time. Like, showing up for yourself is how you do that.
What are you trying to tell people what you're writing?
I guess not tell people, but show them. I'm trying to show them like the ugliest part of being like a woman, and being not even a woman. I don't even think just women relate to my writing. I think what I'm trying to show people is like, let go of the rawest parts of yourself. I write like, I don't sugarcoat anything, and I like tackle exactly how I feel, even if it's like completely cringy and horrific and disgusting for me. And the fact that anybody in the world could read it and I wouldn't know, that's terrifying. But I really believe like my writing style is that I'm as raw as possible, and I'm very vulnerable, and I don't sugarcoat. And I want people who are basically either give a push to people to know that you can admit this aloud and there's someone out there that relates to you, or for people who are too scared to do that to know that they're not alone. That's what I would say.
And what advice would you give to like a young creative just kind of dipping their toe into creativity?
Embarrassment is not real. Like, I feel like I always say it's like a social construct to make us really self-aware about ourselves, so we don't step out of a box. If you're going to nitpick about what someone else is doing or what you could be doing better, you're never going to get there, and you're never going to release it, and you're never going to be happy. So the best thing you could do as a young creative is tell yourself that nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if your writing is bad, if your painting is chopped, if you're chopped. Like, no one really gives a fuck, because we're so like, we're really focusing on ourselves, and everyone's mind is like what they're doing, and they're too busy nitpicking about what they're doing to go ahead and do that for you. And if someone is doing that towards you and your art and making you feel insecure, just know that like, bitch, you're eating, because you really give a fuck about me that much to really just like, yeah, if you, oh my god, if you don't got 16 bitches hating you about the summertime, like, you gotta speed it up. You gotta speed it up. Like, I don't respect you if you don't have any haters. Like, I'm sorry, like, haters are your biggest motivators, and you will find love where it suits. And honestly, would you rather like 1,000 people just view your shit and not watch, or like 3 like likes and like comments and be like, oh my god, I really relate to this. Like, it doesn't really matter how like the quantity, but the quality overall is what is important. So don't make art for anyone else but you, and just know that nobody really gives a fuck about you that much, and if they do, maybe that's the motivation to keep doing it.